So from before, I showed the actual use of blood. So here it is. Here's the actual film poster. What it looks like with the blood effect, which I showed before, and I think it looks okay. There's still a bit of work to do, such as here, for example, in which I actually rubbed out some of it in order for it to actually go behind the characters. I could have done this with the actual layer adjusting, but nevertheless, the layer adjusting is still a bit worked out the same. But yeah, here it is so far. Between the actual characters. Here it is shown with the poster, in which I actually kind of used to actually design the layout of the blood itself, and I feel it does look fairly similar in a way. So here it is so far, and I feel it looks okay, but it does kind of challenge the conventions of the crime genre. And I haven't actually seen this within any film posters from crime genre films, but I do feel it adds something toward it, suggesting that the actual background of the characters involves violence. Now here, I actually added in the crew and cast credits as opposed to the actual ratings underneath, and I just right there, for example, I raised the actual blood that was covering it, in order for it to stand out more. So here it is all so far, and as you can see, the actual star ratings have been removed, and I feel that I could actually add them in somewhere else later on. So now I'm actually adding in the images which I took. So here is one of the characters, his character is Antonio Fibonacci, and I actually adjusted the character's hair and facial lighting in order to make it stand out more. I do feel that I kind of added too much, if I had to say, but there's still more times to tell afterwards. So here I actually adjusted the slogan. I made it longer to fit the actual size of the text of the actual title's text itself, making it fit more and more centered. I added the other character here, who is Dwayne Palmer, and again I adjusted the lighting and I sharpened it a little bit more to make it look more crisp. But again, I do feel that the actual adjustment of the tools and lighting, it does look too much of a contrast. So there are the two. There's another character who is Carlo Fibonacci, the actual character, and just to show what it looks like with the lighting adjustments to the two characters, as opposed to Carlo Fibonacci's character, the character of Carlo Fibonacci. So looking at it now, I actually felt it didn't really work as much. So here it is, with no effects added toward them, and I feel it looks much more suited and much more appropriate, including the actual fact that it's much more realistic in my opinion. So I actually enlarged the cast and crew credits, as this would actually conventionally occur within many film posters, that it actually fits the majority of the page in terms of the width, and I feel it is an appropriate size to follow. So here, looking closely, I'm going to adjust the as you can see with the two characters on the left, who are Sal and Dwayne, the outline's actually got white on it. So here I adjusted it by adding the brush tool, and I made them actually fit into the background a little bit more. And also, as you see with Antonio Fibonacci, the character of Antonio Fibonacci, the lighting actually sprung up more, it made him stand out more, and it looks more appropriate, I feel, in terms of the colour use, especially in with the colour scheme of black, white and red. And I feel that them fitting into the background, it just makes it seem a little bit cleaner, I feel, smoother, and personally more of a refreshment, and I personally like it this way.